Hello, I'm Jeanette Mesa, and today I want to show you an activity that teaches synonyms and antonyms using the traditional Mexican folk song and dance, La Raspa. Okay, so for this lesson, students will be diving into Mexican culture, and they'll also be working alongside with partners to come up with synonyms and antonyms. Here are the teaks that will be going into play. The highlighted teak is the one that I have based off my I can statement because I believe it's the most critical one. The I can statement is, I can give examples of words that are synonyms and antonyms. So this is going to be for a second grade class. So I've kind of made the I can statement to fit what a second grader would be saying. All right, now here are the Alps. The highlighted Alp is the one the language objective is based off on. And the I can statement is, I can work together with my partner to come up with examples of synonyms and antonyms. Alright, so the purpose of using this song and activity is to incorporate activities for mostly the kinesthetic and visual learners. Students will be diving into Mexican culture, and I wanted to use this song mostly because I wanted to use a song that students from a Mexican background were familiar with, and if there weren't, I wanted to introduce them into part of the Mexican culture. So through this activity, students will still be receiving comprehensible input, but they'll be having fun while doing it. So it's kind of that perfect medium between chaos and structure that promotes fun learning. This idea is out of the box simply because I haven't seen anything like this before in a classroom. I actually took inspiration from a YouTube video from a gentleman named Steve Reifman. The title of this YouTube video is Teaching Kids Synonyms and Antonyms. I'll actually link his video down below in the description box. And in his video, he teaches students synonyms and antonyms using a traditional African dance. And he makes it into kind of a jumping game. And I kind of wanted to use something similar, but I tweaked it so we could incorporate La Raspa instead. Alright, so let me talk to you about the materials that we're going to be using in this activity. You will need a device to play La Raspa. I found the song La Raspa in a YouTube video. I'll also link that at the bottom so you could use the same one that I'll be using in my video. You'll also need these necklaces that students will be wearing. They'll only have one color, but you'll only need two separate colors. So half the class will be blue, half the class will be orange. I made my necklaces out of scrap tissue paper and leftover ribbon, so they don't need to be anything fancy. They just need to be distinct. And you will also need a whiteboard for you to write letters that they'll be using to come up with synonyms and antonyms. And you'll also use that whiteboard for students to write up their synonyms and antonyms. Alright, now this dance and activity, I would probably split it up between 2 days. One day to teach the dance and the other day to actually go into the activity. But if you have the help of a music teacher, then maybe she could incorporate the dance into her lesson, and then you could just use the activity in yours. Alright, now let's go into the dance. The dance really only has two parts to it, which is this alternating heel to toe motion, and then the students will link arms. Now there'll be more than two students here, so it'll kind of be chaotic, but this is for the purpose of mixing up students so they don't know who they end up with. And then you'll stop the music. So since we both had opposite colors, that means we're going to come up with words that are the opposite in meaning of happy. So, mad,
sad,
upset,
angry.
And the students will have 30 seconds, and then the teacher would have up a T-chart, one side with synonyms, one side with antonyms, and each group member will choose one person to go write up one of the words that they came up with and write it on the respective side of the T-chart. Okay. So since we both have the same color, that means we're going to come up with words with the same meaning of happy. So, for example, merry,
Glad,
joyful,
cheerful.
Okay, and again, the students will have 30 seconds and then go write up their synonym on the board. Okay, and then the students will just alternate doing this song and dance, and then coming up with different synonyms and antonyms of words that you put up on the whiteboard. I hope you enjoyed this activity tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment boxes below, and then I'll gladly answer them for you. I'll see you guys next time.